So Marcus, 24th season. That mustn't sound a long way away when you first started, but here we are,
amazing,
24 years on.
Oh, it's just shocking, really, to think that how quickly it goes. Thinking back to the first couple of years when I was here, and it was such a great sort of feeling being involved, and some of the players you're playing with at that sort of time. And then it goes full circle. You go through your best part of your career, and then you're into the twilight times. But mate, I still love it. It's still great fun. But it doesn't feel like 24 years. It's amazing how quickly it goes, and all of a sudden we are where we are now.
And you had 95 runs in the first warm-up game out there.
Yeah.
Felt okay, fresh, ready to roll?
No, I felt okay. I think it was a bit of work to do. I think, always at the time of year, you're looking for the timings, the rhythms of batting and concentration levels and things like that. You do as much as you can do in the indoor school. But it's never quite like playing in a match. The replication of the field being around, the noise of what the bowlers make. The ball swings more, and it does a little bit more on the pitches. So it's just a case of just sort of grinding and getting used to getting yourself ready for the proper games. Obviously, which are 2-3 weeks away.
And last season you ended very close to Peter White's being the second highest run scorer for Somerset. I think you need 14.
Is that right? 14. Yeah, I would have loved to have got it last year. I was trying my damned hardest to get it last year. Obviously, it was a good little finish to the season for me. And obviously, since then, unfortunately, Peter has passed away, which is a big shame, because I'd love for him to be around when I'd have done so. I'd known Peter for obviously back in the time up in Bath, using the indoor centre that he had at Bath Cricket Club and practicing there. So. But it would be nice, I'm hoping to also get it as quick as you can get it. 14 runs, so it's taken a long time to get to that record, and I know it's how many more on my way from the top.
Well, I was going to say, a long way from Harold Gimlet's. I think you had about 24, 25,000, something like that.
So that's a good few seasons left in me. Whether we can reach that far, I don't know. But I don't think you ever really play for the records, do you? You never really sort of set your sights on these are what you got to do. But when they come along and you achieve them, then it's always a nice feeling.
And now, of course, this year we're joined by Chris Rogers, and he's going to captain this year. I mean, that's going to add a fair amount of strength to our batting at the top, isn't it?
Well, you can hope so, can't you? He's obviously a class player, and obviously coming quite recently from international cricket has been great, and he will add that extra little dimension that maybe we've been missing, a little bit more experience and a bit more knowledge of the game in general. And I think he's a very tough competitor. I remember the last time we played here, he got a double 100 for Middlesex and saved the game when we were trying to bowl them out. So hopefully he can replicate that a few times over the course of the season. We can sit back and enjoy it and put the team in a good position to win games.
I guess from your position, the second slip, you better stand there and let somebody else do all the directing and do all the hard decisions.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to be. It was fine in the first game. I didn't really take much notice of it. I think the biggest part of obviously what you miss when you're captain is it's now. It's like, that's what you don't see. You see the direction that the captains do on the pitch, but it's the time in the meetings, it's the time thinking about the team for next week, where now it's great. I've got a lot more time on my hands. I can do more training, I can do more preparation, we can spend more time with the lads. And I've noticed that already, and it's only been a few weeks, the extra time that I suddenly find myself I've got to do things, which is quite nice to have at this stage.
So maybe extra time might mean extra runs even this season?
I'd love to think so. I've got to be doing something, and I don't want to be sat doing nothing. So I'll be trying my damn hardest, obviously, to get as many as I can.
And obviously now, not many weeks away from those first opening fixtures, are we? I mean, travelling up to Durham's never an easy one, is it?
No, we always seem to go out there early season, don't we? Which is always a tough contest. The bowlers are fresh, the pitches up there at that time of year are generally, seamer friendly. So we've got a bit of work to do. I'd much rather be going up there in July or August or something like that. Hopefully the pitches might be a bit different, but it is what it is. So we've got to get our heads around and the plan in place to go up and play against a good team in their own conditions. So the challenge is set for us.
And of course, Durham was a place where we so nearly got that championship, didn't we? Just finished
2010,
yeah. 2010.
So it feels like yesterday, doesn't it? And we're so far down the line. We've done okay there in recent times. In the past couple of years, I think we've played there very early, like first or second game every year, and it's always been a challenge for us. So hopefully we can do better this time around.
Still got that holy grail you want to chase?
Of course. That's going to be our challenge, isn't it, for all the players in the club? Obviously, if we can go one step further on than we did in 2010, then it'll be a nice feeling.
be very nice to do it before you actually decided to hang your boots up and foot in it.
I'd love to think that we could do it. I don't care when it comes. If it comes when in the time that I'm playing, or the time that I'm still involved with the club, then even if I'm not involved with the club, I'll make sure I'll be here watching it and seeing, finally it happens. But fingers crossed it's sooner rather than later.